Hey guys, here we have RepRap HELIOS, and I'm now printing full build platform. I did do a test print earlier where I did a continuous print over a bigger area, and it was pretty successful. I'm having some bed leveling issues, so I opted for this for this video to have just the 3 squirrels printing, just to show you that you can use a whole build platform. And I have all sorts of goodies I've put into the firmware. I can switch arm modes. I'll have to wait until it gets over to this squirrel before you can see that. And I also have singularity avoidance, and I did it in a slick way where you don't get any harsh movements. So if you try to move through this back pylon, it'll just kind of scroll around the front like this. Oh, that's beautiful. And then we'll switch arm modes here. I need to limit this speed a little bit, and then it'll keep on going. So, one big thing that I need to figure out how to put in the firmware, and I don't know how hard this is going to be, is whenever you're doing a G0, a move where you're not printing, you don't need to move with Cartesian coordinates. So on a normal printer, you just move in a straight line from one place to the other because that's the quickest way. But for this printer, the quickest way, in terms of arm coordinates, is to have this arm go from that angle to that angle, and this and whatever that angle was over there to go to this angle, and it'll just do this nice sweeping motion, and we wouldn't have that wrapping around the front here and that arm mode swap at that harsh moment. So it would just know that, hey, this is the machine coordinates I need to be there, and these are the machine coordinates I need to be there, and it'll just smoothly go from one to the other. So I'm gonna work on that. I hope that can happen. That would make this printer quite a bit better on the quality area. Whenever you arm mode switch, I'm guessing there's going to be a registration problem, and so I would suggest that nobody put a part across this line. I'm thinking you can do it, and I'm going to torture test it, and there'll be a slight misalignment from layer to layer. You could probably calibrate your printer to be able to do it, but yeah, it's going to be a trick. So anyways, you got plenty of build platform everywhere else. You can actually print all the way to the edge of the table here, and there's a circle all the way and back to the other edge over there. So you have plenty of space to put stuff, so you don't really need to, get it across that line. But, I'm guessing people are going to try to push it, so I'll see what I can do about that. And, one interesting thing that I am considering working on is this is kind of an interesting build platform, and it doesn't really lend itself to grid leveling. And so what I'm considering is some kind of nearest neighbor interpolation. And so I'll just have it go through and give it a sequence of points I want to probe that are of interest, and it could just be around where I'm going to print, or it could be the whole build platform. And it'll store all those points, and then whenever you go to print in a certain area, it'll find the list of the nearest probe points, and it will interpolate off of those, regardless of what kind of structure they're in. They don't have to necessarily be in a grid. So you could have a dense probing in one area and sparse in another area. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but I'm going to see if I can make that happen. I think the logic's actually not going to be too bad. So, anyways, stay tuned. We have printing on the whole build platform, and we have arm mode switching and singularity avoidance. This is awesomeness. Thank you guys. I'm excited. Hope you guys are excited.